Welcome back to Building with David. Today we're going to talk about different kinds of woods, difference between a hardwood and a softwood. Examples of hardwood are oak, hickory, walnut. Your softwoods will be a pine, cedar, Douglas fir. So today I've got two examples here. I've got an oak and I've got a pine. So on the oak, you want to take a look at that, you can see that the grain is closer together. So a hardwood grows slower. So the rings of the tree, which is, there's a ring for every year, they are closer together. So I don't know if you can see it on the video, but you can see the rings on the end grain, and then they transfer to the grain on the side of your wood. So as you can see, the oak is close together. Now on your pine, well, you can kind of see the rings a little bit. Like this is a couple boards glued together, but on the edge board here, you can see the rings are further apart, and then they coincide with your grain here on the front. So on your hardwoods and your softwoods, when it comes time to sand them, you'll need a coarser sandpaper to do the hardwood to start with, and then you work your way down. So on sandpaper, there's a number on the back, and that is what coarseness your paper is. The lower the number, the coarser it is, which means the sand on there is rougher and it will take off more material when you're sanding the board. So you don't really want to start on a softwood with 60 because all it's going to do is put scratches in it that you're going to have to keep sanding to get those out. So you would use a 60 or say maybe an 80 to start with oak. Now with pine, for instance, this is a piece of 100. That's probably the coarsest you'd want to go on a pine. And then you can work your way to the finer grits, which are the higher numbers, till you get the smoothness that you want. Depending upon your project, these are just sample pieces of wood, but depending upon your project, you may have to sand all the sides, every edge, or if say it's a table like this, you don't have to sand the bottom, so you would sand the top and the four sides. Like I say, depending upon your project, what you'll need to sand, depending upon your wood, where you need to start with your sandpaper. So thank you for tuning in today. Check out any of our current projects at www.buildingwithdavid.com.